Working now?
All right. Well, that was probably the best intro I've ever had, and you guys couldn't hear it, so too bad. Welcome to Learn Crypto. I'll probably crop this up, so maybe we'll do a fake one here.
Call the big beaver.
Welcome to another live show here at Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
And we are here to talk about several things here in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Everybody's a little tired. It is Monday. We've worked. You've worked. But we're here to talk about some cryptos, talk about some stocks, etc. Will the national debt of the United States and the failing monetary system across the world be the next catalyst for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? We will discuss. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about the Bitcoin Cash hard fork, as if you're on Poloniex, you might notice there's actually 3 Bitcoin Cashes for sale. Bitcoin Cash ABC, Bitcoin Cash SV, and BCH Bitcoin Cash. So what does all this mean, and what do you guys need to possibly do? There's also a fork being rumored with Neo, and why I would beware, guys. This is very similar to the one with XMR where private keys were stolen, so I wanted to make you guys aware of that. Never give your private keys up, and we'll discuss that as well. And, we just got thrown off a little bit because you couldn't hear us, and I'm sure when I switch screens, you're probably not going to hear us either, but we'll try to get through the show, and I'll cut that out like it never happened after this is posted.
Right.
Got anything to add,
Don't know
Todd?
what happened there. Stock market down big today, as we called for. And we'll be going over that real quick here. And got a few new student, graduate, etc. So good day all around.
Let's make sure to smash that like, share, and subscribe button. We will be giving away some Zen from last live show on last Thursday. We had some Patreon members win some Zen over the weekend, and tonight's show will be a Horizon Zen giveaway.
Whoa.
All you need to do is make sure you smash the like button, you're subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section below with your ZEN wallet address. And that's it. Call me ugly, call Todd smart, whatever you want to do, but you are entered to win as long as that address is there. So let's go ahead and do this and see if this will work for us. Hopefully you can continue to hear me as we switch screens. If not, let me know, but I'm just going to go ahead and keep talking. The market cap is currently $212.1 billion. Nothing has changed at all. Pretty flat. Bitcoin dominance flat as well. Creeped up a little bit, up to 52.3%. This is probably on the back of some altcoins such as Basic Attention Token losing a large percentage of value over the last few days. Bitcoin is $6,387. Ethereum still holding over 210. XRP, the only green cryptocurrency in the top 10 or even the top 15 here, up 2.35%. XRP is one that we had buy orders at 41 cents and 45 cents. Watched it rally into the mid-50s. Started falling back down. Even when it got to 49, some people were wanting to panic sell there. We told everybody to remain long, and we are back above the 51 cent mark. Currently, I believe we are still long on that. We'll have Todd take a look at the chart and give you an updated call on that today. Biggest winners for the day. NEM is exploding, up 16%. MOAC up 15%, and Ethera, never heard of that one, up 11%. These ones like Ethera, you have to beware. Only 25,000 in volume. That means that this thing could fall just as fast as it rose. So be careful with that, guys. Honorable mentions to Decentraland Mana. We have some nice conversation with that over in the Discord channel. And Chainlink continues to rise. Chainlink is one that I do want to talk about, but I think I want to hold off until a little bit of a pullback. The weekly chart for Chainlink is looking very similar to the Basic Attention Token. It's had a very similar rally, and we all know what happened to BAT over the last few days. I'm looking for Chainlink to have similar price action, then maybe I can do a review. Because I am very impressed with the technology, the integrations, and the partnerships behind this project, but I don't want to get you guys excited at all-time highs. So let's throw it over to Todd, let him discuss some charts, crypto charts, stock charts, and we'll see what's going on in the chat box.
We got the 1 hour Bitcoin chart. Not much to say about here. I still think this was a leading diagonal, so that's a 1, 2, or an AB for Elliott Wave. Software is still filling in. I mean, we're having some issues. I do have some charts to show tonight. First, let's look at, I know on Ethereum, charts are pretty good on the software, so I still like the way Ethereum is acting here. I think it's got to run to 240 still coming. We've got XLM. We had a pork blaster on that. We talked about in the Discord live that we did Saturday. We had an hour-long show. So we did get the rally out of there, now really coming back. So that should still be support on the pullback. And we got XRP ran up to about 53.50 or something. And, I thought 48 support would hold on a pullback. That has happened thus far. So I still like the way Ripple looks. And then here's the software on XLM BTC. Usually I roll through USD, USDT, and BTC, but not all those charts are filling in. But here is XLM BTC. You can see we came out of the little small pork blaster here with good volume. Technometer still 47.10. So that could have been 5 waves up, so we could ABC here before we go higher. But I still like the way XLM looks. And why don't we go ahead and go over, we had a graduate here. So let's go over this one. We got Chris Lamusin, graduated over the weekend. So shout out to Chris. I actually think that he bought the beginner's course. So hopefully the software gets completed there for subscribers and everyone can jump on that. And then what else here? We've got, I'll come back here in a minute to purchase, but here is the Wyckoff wave. We've been doing this really live on here. We had a sell Wednesday, and you can see today was 600 and some down on the Dow Jones. On the Wyckoff wave, we got a 43 on the technometer. So I talked about over the weekend on that free weekend review that I write at Wyckoff SMI that we probably was going to come down to the purple line and test this previous spring, because I've got that marked as a spring. And, I'm not sure. We could come down here and test this and round back up again and test this up thrust, or we could fall out of bed here. So volume wasn't out of the ordinary today. So I really think we probably just completed an A up. We're working for a B down on an Elliott wave, or if you're looking at Wyckoff, we're just going to come down and test the spring now. So with that in mind, let's look at Wyckoff wave growth, more of the NASDAQ because it got hammered today. That chart looks a little bit worse. We didn't get really a sell signal over there on the technometer, and it didn't come down much today, that chart. And even for Elliott wave, this could be an A up and an ABC flat. So you could buy maybe here in a day, day and a half for another rally back up. And then I think the one we've been talking about is Square, where the technometer's been perfect. That one gave us a sell at the exact low, or gave us a buy at the exact low, gave us a sell at the exact high. I think our sell was 82.31 is where it was. And you can see technometer is nowhere near oversold. Let's go back to the 3-month. We've got a 45.21. So the OP didn't come down today with the big sell-off. That's why the technometer didn't get oversold very much today. So it's going to take a little bit more weakness before we get a buy signal on Square again.
If somebody didn't see your sell signal, I'm asking for a friend, definitely not myself. Where do you see the price going? I know the technometer isn't quite down there. Do you think we have much more to fall, or do you think we'll go sideways for a while? What would you recommend? I know some people watching this maybe not have took that sell, say they're still long. What do you think you would do right now?
I think the Wyckoff wave is going to come to get oversold in the next couple of days. And this one's probably going to come down and test that 64.5, maybe jab through it, or maybe hold up better. I think you just got to watch it for a day or two. And again, I don't think this is going to give you the oversold tech reading buy, but we might get it in the journal market, and I think you probably could still jump on this one and trade it again. We might just be in the 64 to 84 trading range, which is $20. So that's a 30% trading range. So.
And then Josh says, with the strengthening dollar, look for stocks to continue to fall. I know you wanted to talk about the dollar as well.
Oh, yeah.
We've had trades on that, and you clicked a button, but I'll got you back.
Sorry. Yeah, I had mentioned here that, because this is appropriate for the cryptos, I really think what we ended up doing was coming down. This was the end of a correction, and now we've had 5 waves back up. I mentioned that here, that I'd be short a little bit or I'd sell the next rally, and we got an unbelievable 4-day rally. The technometer is coming down to oversold, which is a little interesting here. So I'm probably going to watch this tomorrow early. I still think the dollar is not accelerating. I think it's probably having a buying climax. And I'm still looking for the dollar to come under major pressure. And I guess right here, right now, I'm impressed with the dollar rally here from this blue uptrend line that Bitcoin is held in. So I think if the dollar finally does come under pressure here, I think cryptos is still going to have the wind behind their back. So I think that's even better for us here in the crypto.
There we go. And we'll roll that right over to our first article, first crypto news to talk about. That is Bitcoin price set for breathtaking moonshot on the back of rising U.S. debt, says Shapeshift CEO Eric Voorhees. This is actually sent to me by Estaj, I believe. So if you're in here, Estaj, shout out to you. I did read this today, and it did make it on the show. So if you guys ever come across anything interesting, whether it be news, a project, or whatever, if I get a chance to read it, go over it, and verify it, then I will talk about it on the show as well. In a tweet published on Thursday, Voorhees claimed that the emergence of another financial crisis could be the catalyst for another Bitcoin bull run. According to the Shapeshift CEO, with organizations unable to pay back their debt, fiat will take a colossal dump, leading to an increased emphasis on cryptocurrencies. This kind of goes in line with the analysis that Todd has been talking about and with the trading that he sees for the future of the US dollar as well as other fiat currencies. The increasingly rapid rise in the global debt profile appears to be reaching unsustainable levels. Such a situation puts a great deal of pressure on economies and, by extension, fiat currencies, which can lead to an economic crisis. We're already seeing this crisis in Venezuela, where a lot of people are adapting and trying to use cryptocurrencies. They are trying to be forced to use the Petro sheet coin, but a lot of them are using Dash, Digibyte, and others to get around that. We're seeing it in Brazil, where Brazil actually opened its own trading desk, its own trading exchange that is trading Bitcoin and Ethereum, trying to solidify the growth of their economy by doing the opposite of Venezuela and allowing their citizens to use cryptocurrencies and to try to keep some of their value as that fiat continues to fail as well. And we're seeing this across the board in Turkey, some Australian laws, etc. Usually, the solution sought by many governments in such situations is to adopt quantitative easing. Governments begin to print more money to service their debt. Consequently, fiat becomes devalued, making money in circulation of significantly lower value. We are seeing hyperinflation in the countries that I was just talking about, and eventually that leads to their cryptocurrency heading to zero, looking like a lot of these altcoin charts as of currently. Obviously, you guys know that the United States has something like $20 trillion in debt, and they continue to print the U.S. dollar. We are seeing a rise in inflation rates and what could be a major downturn in the value of the USD moving forward. Now, people were saying it couldn't happen to other countries, and it has. We're starting to see even Europe have some economic issues. And really, I think if USD or the Chinese yen or any of these start to succumb, that's when we're really going to see a crisis on a global scale. And right now, the only thing that can move into position and is ready to be deployed for a global monetary policy and a global monetary system is Bitcoin, or utilizing blockchain and other cryptocurrencies for that matter. That's why I believe in the space of cryptocurrencies, why I believe in Bitcoin, and why I think that there is still such a high upside objective. Even if you think USD is going to hold in here for a little bit, I still think that you can see the writing on the wall and start to see the real purpose and the reason that Bitcoin was created in the beginning. Bitcoin was created and released on the back of the financial crisis in 2008, 2009, and any other major financial crisis like that is starting to show why cryptocurrencies have such a bright future. Before we toss it back to Todd so we can look at some more crypto charts and I'll see what's going on in the chat box, let's do the Zen giveaway from last week's live show. First off, if you didn't keep up with it over the weekend, we did have a recorded video from Todd pertaining to stocks. If you watched that video and took the advice, well, you saved yourself a lot of money on the open today. So I should have done that because I would have known about the Square trade, and now I just ate a $2,000 loss or however much I have of that. And then also I did do a Patreon first Icon ICX review. This did win a Twitter poll. Patreon members got this first. They also got accompanied with some technical analysis from Todd Butterfield over in the Discord, but definitely come and watch this video. It has been pretty popular so far, and let me know what you guys think in the description below. Does ICX have a bright future? Are you looking just for a short-term bounce due to the bleeding of some of these altcoins? Or do you think ICX is a sheet coin and doesn't have any tech behind it? hear my opinion by watching that video. All right, let's grab this YouTube. All right. Gotta refresh it, apparently. You're too fast on the trigger finger.
You want to waste some Zen?
Yep.
I'm rich, bitch!
It's not wanting to work for me, so let me try to get this video again for you guys.
DJ Todd. What's up? What's up, Wog?
Let's see if this works this time. The random comment picker does not seem to want to work.
Really?
Yep. Error.
Man, we're having some issues tonight.
And this isn't even us. This is a generic website that we've used for a month. This is terrible. Unbelievable. Well, guys, it looks like that we are going to have to wait to give that Zen away. So maybe Gary is right. This is all a sham, and we're not giving away anything. But if you want to enter in a giveaway, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button and the like button, and you will be entered. Your ZEN public wallet address. All right, I'll toss it to you, Todd.
Keep that for ourselves.
Keep it for ourselves.
Right.
It's in my pocket.
We're not giving that Zen away. Somebody will troll us now. Actually, I'm going to go back to the alumni list. I did do that brief little webinar with our buddy down in Africa. So we got Christian at Nekwanza, purchased a course. Shout out to Christian, and they know I'm available. But if you have any questions, hit me up. And then we're going to go back to, here's the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin versus USD, technometer 47.8. OP's hitting a new low. I'm still not going to go over the charts much. I'm having a few issues I'm talking to the developers about, trying to load in 300 coins with 5-minute data going back to the beginning. So it's taxing everything. So not very happy about that, a little bit stressed out. Everything was working so well with me using it, and just trying to get this so we can get it down for subscribers. And what's available for subscribers is going to be way better for me. I can go back and look at 6 and 9 and 12-month charts, etc. So really looking forward to getting that done. And really, I don't really have much else to go over. We're bleeding out a little bit on a few of these coins from the highs. ZRX is not acting well, down at 68 cents. That one just took another little dump. Previous support was down there 60, which I would have not guessed we'd have came back to. I really thought 70, 73 would hold. I guess we're going to have to watch Bitcoin here. And Bitcoin, I still think it's got one more rally ahead of it, even if we're headed down possibly. So, but we got Litecoin 50.10. That one overlapped where I really didn't want it to. So I'm going to watch that one on the next rally. Maybe have to lighten up on that a little bit, maybe if we don't get better rallies out of here. And then we got ADA USDT. It's kind of held up somewhat here at 0.076. And I think that one could run up here to 85, 87 possibly. So that's about all I really got to go over here.
Sweet.
Here's Dragon Coin. I know had that good rally on some decent volume back here. Now we've had a sideways correction. So hopefully it can hold in here at the 3,400 level. So we shall see. What do you got over there?
I think right now is a good time to, I almost forgot about it, take a moment of silence. Stan Lee has passed away. He is really Marvel Comics, real life superhero. Obviously he was 95, and I think he just passed away of old age. But I'm sure everybody, whether it was your childhood or all the new Marvel movies, knows who Stan Lee is, and he did pass away today. So condolences to his family, and hopefully with all the tech now, we'll see some great graphics to make Stan Lee continue to be in every single Marvel movie moving forward.
And all of our veterans.
That as well. So I did get another random comment picker. It's your guys' lucky day. I found a one that worked. Now, unfortunately, I did test it out, so if you won, I'm sorry. I can't give you that. But here we go.
It wasn't Johnny Cool.
It wasn't Johnny Cool. So here we go. Give me the horns, and let's pick one of these winners. We're going to see if... The fidget spinner says the winner is Dennis Jensen. Need me some more Zen. There you go, Dennis. So I'll be
I'm
going...
rich, bitch.
Dennis Jensen, going to a good home. Dennis is a good
I'm
guy.
rich, bitch.
I'll go ahead and make sure to send that to you tonight or tomorrow, Dennis. And then make sure to get on here and verify your winnings so that people know that we are actually sending it out to you. So, the Bitcoin Cash fork is going on. We've talked about this a little bit. It caused a massive rally. My personal opinion was that I would be selling on before the snapshot. I'm not interested in either forks, honestly. And I really think that this contentious hard fork is going to be negative for an already contentious niche community that Bitcoin Cash has. Currently, Bitcoin ABC or Roger Vere's Bitcoin has 600% more nodes than Bitcoin SV or Craig's Bitcoin Cash. According to Coin.dance, a reputable Bitcoin network data provider, there are about 600% more Bitcoin Cash ABC nodes than Bitcoin SV. Bitcoin Cash ABC enjoys the support of three major exchanges: BitPay, Binance, and Coinbase, while Bitcoin Cash SV has the backing and blessing of the largest Bitcoin Cash mining pool. At the time of writing, BCH ABC was trading noticeably higher on the only reputable exchange listing it, along with BCH, SV, and BCH. So here's what I was referring to, where you can actually see three BCHs on Poloniex. The SV and ABC are more like futures contracts for the upcoming fork to kind of give you the current price when the snapshot happens. Be careful trading that. Number two, if you do want to collect the forks for whatever reason, Poloniex is giving you both forks and Binance is giving you both forks as well. If you have it on Coinbase, you will only be receiving the Bitcoin Cash ABC fork. Like I said, my personal opinion is that if you still hold Bitcoin Cash, I'm not very interested in the forks. Any further rally leading into the snapshot on November 15th, I would be more than happy to dump and to capitalize on this random pump. Bitcoin Cash is one that we always say to have 3 to 5% of your portfolio to capitalize on random, I call them Roger Ver pumps. And this time we can thank Roger Ver and whatever his name is, the fake Satoshi, for this fork. Do what you guys want. Maybe one of these Bitcoin Cash forks will find success, but I personally believe that this is just tarnishing an already small community and splitting them in two, and I do not expect a bright future from either of them based on this news. What's going on, Todd?
You'd ask about Square. I could show. Let me go back here, and because this is the Dow Jones. The software gave us a buy down here at the close, close to the low. We got to sell at the exact high. But even today, the technometer went from about 52 to 44. So another day like that, we're going to be down there at the 38 buy. So again, I just think probably you come down here and maybe do this right shoulder. So we'll have a couple more days down here. And then I think I probably would buy Square without the technometer over there, maybe not making it down to oversold. But I don't think the Dow is going to break down here. I think we're just coming down and test the lows and then rally again. So I'm not in the collapse camp. Not at the moment. That is all I got.
I'm eating my mini apple pie. This is what Todd pays me with. He can't even give me full-size apple pies around here. I mean, my
I give you
God.
apple because the cherries are the best ones, so I give you the shitty apple ones. That are
Mika
five days
Van
old.
Dodweed said, Decentraland, anybody? I think it's interesting. Now, I do believe that it is a little bit ahead of its time, although we are seeing some nice gains out of it and people are paying up for the digital real estate. I think it's something that is going to be hard for people to wrap their head around as far as the value proposition, and I think it's something that's going to continue to need time to develop. I personally am not really chasing it at these levels. I think some of the prices for the digital real estate are a little overhyped and a little overpriced currently. Obviously, it is a scarce commodity, but I worry that competitors will come into place or that it might have the fate of CryptoKitties and might just be a fad that is ready to move on. Obviously, there's way more development going on behind the scenes with Mana and Decentraland. But once again, I think it's going to take some time before that full price appreciation is really realized.
You have got your spread on it?
What?
Like a penthouse spread on the digital.
Yeah,
real
that's who's
estate?
going to make the real money. If you got some real estate over on Decentraland, you need to go ahead and make
Right.
yourself a club and then charge for people to get in there. You'll be racking in the dough or racking in those micro transactions will be raining all over you. So that's what I would recommend doing.
You're going to be in the CD district.
All right, so we do got a couple more things I want to let you guys know about. XLM, one that we have been talking about here for a while now. Also, one that we talked about was getting ready for that famous pork blaster during our Patreon-only show on Saturday, continues higher and has taken over the number 5 spot for crypto market cap, passing Johnny M. Cool's favorite, EOS. It has the biggest airdrop ever for users in cryptocurrency history. In order to get involved with that, check out Blockchain. If you get on their wallet and sign up as a user in KYC, you will receive $25 worth of XLM for completely free. There's rumors of it being next on Coinbase. We have called ETC here. We have called, what else did we even call? ZRX, Basic Attention Token, and USDC. XLM is on my final 3 list. I'm not 100% sure to put my reputation on the line and call this, but there is rumors. I think XLM ADA or ZEC. No real hints for me yet to make a final decision. They have an increasing partnership list, and they are a competitor of the community favorite, XRP. All this is leading to a prosperous current for XLM, and I really think it's going to be a prosperous future as well. XLM is not going to be providing the massive instant gains, but I think it is one of the safe havens that we've been seeing over the duration of this bear market, really forming a nice triangle or wedge there and holding its price action during this duration, and it finally broke out of resistance, leading it higher as we see right now. And the last real thing I had to say is a lot of people are like, oh, the FUD's coming out. Bitcoin is crypto is dead. There's nobody to buy Bitcoin. Why would you buy Bitcoin? That is stupid. And while we sit here and preach accumulation at 5,800 and 6,000, multiple buy signals on our software chart for a reason with no sell signals. That is called Wyckoff accumulation, and we believe that is what you should be doing. I've been looking into some surveys. 25% of young Germans are interested in cryptocurrencies. 33% of Londoners to invest in crypto in the future. 38% of South Africans looking to invest in crypto. 31% of South Koreans professionals currently hold crypto and think crypto is the future, so they continue to accumulate. 97% of Indians are aware of Bitcoin. 5% of Canadian citizens currently hold Bitcoin, and interest is starting to increase as the government becomes more crypto and blockchain friendly. Guys, cryptocurrency is only beginning. The millennials and the younger generation are getting on board for the next digital currency and the next digital monetary system. I know obviously many of you are not millennials in our chat box, but I'm just telling you this is what's going on. This is what surveys are saying. If you took all of the results of these surveys right here alone, last year these numbers were all half or 1/4 as large. Although the market is currently not moving, this is a prime time to accumulate and dollar cost average into your positions if you got caught chasing during the highs of December, January, and February. The interest is ramping up, the investors will be coming, and I always preach that utilization of a network drives price appreciation, and by these survey statistics, I think that utilization is right around the corner.
I can go back here and show, because if you're going to follow anybody on Twitter, you probably should follow me and not Nick.
Todd's getting scared. I'm catching him. Slowly though.
I got a tweet I did on XLM from the software a few days back when it was 24.4, because it just went to 28. So it did break out of this resistance, because I'm trying to buy stuff probably before it breaks out. But you can see what happened here. Again, the volume came down. That's what I was trying to show when I posted this, because I said it looked like XLM was going to be the next one. You had sell volume coming in while price held higher highs. So if the volume just would let up on the downside, then price is probably going to catapult higher. And we had some, I know we gave this buy signal on a spring, and then this was coming off really the technometer. So now if you go to today, you've got, 24.4, I kind of showed this flag. That's where the software would have been continuing to say to pick it up, and this would have been the buy of a spring when it broke the 4 and the A and had an ABC down. So, really with these things, I think you trail stops here because I think there's more upside. I mean, maybe we're going to fall apart here. I'm not sure of that. With that in mind, let's go back to the Bitcoin USD chart because you can see here, I'm a little locked. I got too much going on. What I wanted to show you on Bitcoin USDT is I've got the technometer down here at 40.94. So, that's not far from maybe another buy signal. So again, I still am holding, thinking that the Bitcoin possibly could still have another leg higher. Maybe nothing else, even if you're bearish, maybe around the 67, 6,800 that we get some sells on. Because I will get an overbought technometer on any rally. So the next rally, if it does, could be something to sell for maybe a move back to 63, 6,400. I don't know. We keep staying in this trading range. So it'll be interesting. That is all I got.
What do you guys got going on over here in the chat box? If you have any comments, questions, concerns, now is the time to ask. Maybe a chart for Todd, although the software is not currently working, so it's not going to be as in-depth as usual, or some fundamental questions for myself. While you guys think about that, we'll pop this over here. I just want to, we shouted out the people who bought the course. I want to shout out the 20 individuals who were the first individuals to come over to our brand new Patreon channel. If you're interested in having more VIP 24/7 access to us and what we got going on, I'm sure some of the Patreons are over here. They can kind of preach for what we've been doing. We have a list of posts that are already out there, and the Discord is right here. I can't show you everything, but it is rocking in here. We've been doing a lot of things with what's going on with the Patreon. Now, some people were saying, well, how are you just giving away Palm Beach Confidential reports? That is not the case at all. I have been OGs of Palm Beach Confidential and Palm Beach Trader. I am locked in for life. What happens with Palm Beach Confidential, you guys have probably heard about it, because there is leaks, there is fakes. People take Tika's picture and put fake images, and individuals end up chasing pump and dump coins that actually aren't in the reports. With this, what I'm doing in the Discord is I'm going to present you the facts about what Palm Beach is saying. I'll give you my analysis on their picks, on their write-ups. I can talk about pros, cons, what price they're liking it at. Todd can show you what price he's liking it at. And we all can take a general approach to creating a great opinion on some of the coins that are getting into large investors' wallets. The same thing applies to Palm Beach Trader. That is their stock portfolio. We've been discussing some of those as well, some past and present stocks and cryptos. So no, I'm not just going to give you the report. That is not fair to those who pay for it. But I do have the kind of fiduciary right for this community to make sure you guys aren't reading fake posts, leaked posts, etc. I don't want any of you guys to lose money because you think you're reading the real Palm Beach report and instead you're chasing whatever, Donald Trump coin or something like that. So that is what we've been discussing, and so far it's been really helpful for everybody over there.
I got a community over there that's extremely active. For the 20 people we got, they're going in.
And we just started that on Friday, I believe, too. So in 2 days, we already have 20 of you over there. We've already talked about several trades, several fundamentals, Palm Beach Trader, etc. So it's pretty nice. I like it. It's a good way for all of us to talk.
I guess why I hate to jab somebody while they're down, but I'm going to go back and talk about this here real quick because I don't want when people once again say things that aren't true. Because another channel said that Wyckoff only recommends a couple trades a year. That would be not true. Right here is the tape reading and active trading by Richard Wyckoff. That's a whole nother course that is offered by Wyckoff. So really it's going over almost like 5-minute charts. Because if you learn Wyckoff, you can apply it to any time frame. So you can be looking at monthly charts and doing, trades every few years. You can do 5-minute chart trade all day. So this course is available. I do have it here. To be a short-term trader during the day on the cryptos, I think you need to be pretty successful at what you're doing to be able to jump in and do that full time.
Show me the money.
Because it would be full time to be able to do that, but I want you to know that that is available. And a course that Wyckoff put out on his own that goes into detail on a short-term basis.
Somebody said, where did I see that Coinbase was only supporting Bitcoin Cash ABC? That was on one of their support articles. So I would just go check out, I think you could probably just go to support.coinbase.com and search for their most recent articles on Bitcoin Cash hard forks. The last one I saw said that it would only support Bitcoin Cash ABC. That might change with Poloniex and Binance, who are their competitors supporting Bitcoin Cash SV. But as of now, I am not aware of that. So if you do plan on collecting those forks, I would definitely make sure that Coinbase, I assume that's where you have your Bitcoin Cash, that you'll at least get both the forks. Otherwise, you're forfeiting money right off the bat. Again, be careful, guys. We know what happens with forks 9 out of 10 times. There's a massive dump after the snapshot occurs, so beware. I mean, if you think that there is going to be a long-term future for either ABC, SV, or both, then by all means hold it. I'm just kind of telling you what's happened in the past in my experience. And if there's any rally over these next 3 days, I wouldn't be afraid to take the profits off the table.
Chelsea, my Twitter, which is really the only one you have to follow, is Wyckoff on crypto.
Our Twitter handles are right there at the bottom left-hand part of the screen, as well as learncrypto.io, home of our cryptocurrency trading course. And then our Patreon, of course, is patreon.com/learncrypto.
And I guess I wanted to kind of go over, why we've had the tip jar up there. We don't really ask for tips. That's not really our thing. Everyone's kind of doing it. I think it's really why we put it up there. The Discord is really, I'm going to say Nick's trying to get more involved. I mean, I don't want to speak for Nick, but he's trying to spend more time here, and obviously he can't leave an extremely good paying job to jump on crypto. So the Discord is not because we're out here on a money grab, obviously, and we do sell products. That's why I sell the course. That's why I have sold the course. And I do manage PCG assets. I still manage PCG assets. I'm going to say 60-70% of my clients are still here, if not more, and still getting clients. And then Nick and I, Nick's going to kill that Discord channel, I know, and I'm in there as well. So we're just trying to get to be geared up for another bull market, and don't want to be, when the last bull market came, obviously this channel was, everything happened quick. So we're trying to be prepared for a long, extended run in these things. And that needs to be, we need to have a Discord, and everybody in there is extremely happy because it's a place for everybody just to talk at any hour of the day, ask questions, get answers later, and that's going to be a big community. So I just kind of wanted to state that.
Shout out to Hilton Stone with the $2 super chat. Nick's thoughts on NEO starting a focus on gaming. NEO is starting to expand their development teams just like we were seeing with Ethereum Classic. That way they can branch out to multiple sectors and multiple methods for development. I like that they're expanding in gaming. I do believe that esports is going to be a future growth sector and a cryptocurrency that can finally figure out a way to bring what seems to be like a match made in heaven with gaming and cryptos together would be great. The reason I say that is a lot of the very popular esports games already use microtransactions of their proprietary non-value coins in-game for skins, unlocks, etc. You guys probably have microtransactions on your Pokemon Go app or Mario Run, etc. And really cryptocurrencies via the blockchain are perfect for microtransactions and perfect to make sure that there is no black market for some of these skins and in-game items and loot. So I am all for that. Now, talking about NEO, there is also rumor of a NEO fork. It's called NEO Super. I'm not going to read much about it. All I'm going to say, this reminds me a lot of the scam fork that XMR had, where people lost funds with their private wallet address, and even similar to Litecoin Cash. Although people did actually get Litecoin Cash, I don't feel secure in giving my information in order to collect that fork. The same thing is happening here for NEO. Several reports for the NEO Underground have been grumbling about a fork of NEO calling itself NEO Super. The venture launched seemingly apropos of nothing at all, and boasts only one real project, a wallet service that some community members fear could likely be an effort to scam NEO users out of their private keys. Essentially, the team at NEO Super is saying, hey, in order to claim your NEO Super hard fork coins, you need to then plug in your private wallet address, and then we can deposit these coins into your account. Guys, we always say this: never ever give your private wallet address. Never public address, that's fine. You give that on the show, etc. Although some people can backtrack that and see how much money you have as far as that particular coin, they can't steal your coins. The minute you give away your private address, you're open for theft, open for hackers, and open for a big disappointment the next time you open your wallet and all your Neo, for example, may be gone. I am not interested in this fork. There's plenty of other opportunities in this ecosystem. As of now, I would steer clear of Neo Super Fork. And this is not even the same situation as Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is still going to be a legitimate fork. I just think it's going to lose value over the long run. While this, I think, is down the tubes. And there goes all your Neo if you give up your private keys.
Let me bring back here and show you, somebody mentioned Mana, maybe Taj. I mean, Mana's definitely coming out of the hole here with some good volume. So big volume here breaking the downtrend line that goes back. So, another coin that might be sold out. It's just going to try to trend higher now. So we shall see.
Raziel said, Coinbase article said they're waiting for a clear winner to win the hash war of Bitcoin Cash fork. They're not blindly picking ABC. Well, there you go. By that terms, that means they're only going to pick one. ABC is being cited because ABC currently has 600% more nodes on their network than does Bitcoin SV, but Bitcoin SV does have an agreement with a mining pool, which I guess they're hoping they can rent enough hash power to be the clear-cut winner for Coinbase to support. Regardless, if you want both forks, send it to Poloniex or Binance and do that. Better be safe than sorry.
You can keep the screen. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to bring up Bitcoin USDT here again.
Awesome.
Outlaw.
And Marcos Avila just got in here asking about XLM. Maybe you can go over XLM briefly. But Marcos, if he does not, you can go back and watch the recording and rewind it and see us talking about that.
We got a buy and it still looks a little bit higher.
There you go. We got a buy and it still looks a little higher. This is one we've been long for a while. Rode a couple pork blasters and is looking pretty healthy here. And especially if the rumors of a Coinbase listing are true, I think you're going to see a multi-day rally with the Coinbase Pro integration and Coinbase.com. I still think that is not for sure, but that is why you're seeing gains here. People taking profits off 0x and BAT have moved some of those profits into XLM.
Plus, a lot of these coins had that, volume to new lows while price held, which normally wouldn't, exert itself just over a few days. So that's why I'm trying to stay long a few of these, looking for still higher prices. So
there you go. The Outlaw Preacher said, thanks, Todd. I'm nervous about BTC. Freaking Taj makes me nervous. Well, I mean, Taj could be right. Maybe we go to, what do you want, Taj? What's your number now? It was 4,500. Is it like 55, 5,000? I don't know. Regardless, I'm telling you that the risk to reward ratio is in line to accumulate Bitcoin at these prices. Even Taj himself will admit that he sees upside objectives of all-time highs for Bitcoin in the midterm future, and in the long-term future, probably a $50,000, $100,000 Bitcoin. So if he can agree that, if you say, buy, you can buy here at 6K, maybe it goes to 5, but we're going to go to 50, that's a pretty good trade in my book, and I'm no problem accumulating and dollar cost averaging, relieving myself of that stress, and just trying to fatten up my bags.
Well, because Peter Brandt, I think he did say that we are going to 50,000 or a lot higher, but he's waiting for confirmation of that. And then people were saying, well, whether it goes to 5,000, 4,000, or whatever, if it's going to 50,000, shit, just buy it and don't worry about it. So.
The Outlaw Preacher says, oh, I'm all in. Remember, I sold the Harley for BTC. Now,
sold his hog.
We always say, only invest what you're willing to lose in BTFD. Hop on that Learn Crypto rocket ship and have some fun. But, Harley, that's not a necessity, so maybe that is a good sell.
Some people's got rid of their wives, girlfriends. So just because you sold a piece of metal, I mean, that's no big deal.
So the Harley's not too big of a deal, and you'll probably be able to buy that Harley back and sit on a nice bag as well.
That's funny.
That is hilarious. You got a charter or something that you're looking at over there?
It's trying to load. I'm trying to load a 3 months is what I'm trying to do.
Jack said, I didn't invest my sanity, but I'm certainly losing that. I think you also asked, Jack, if there is a non-Patreon version of the Discord. Currently, there is not because we have everything separated out. It's just a private Discord channel. Maybe we can do that in the future, but for now, we're just going to have everything be private for our Patreon members That way we don't have to try to hide some information from people. That way we can post all of our charts, all of our fundamentals, all of our info on Palm Beach, etc., all in one place, and everybody can see
Because
it.
all I can say, we're still giving, it's not like we're taking everything away from YouTube or Twitter or updates I do during the day or whatever. I mean, I'm still planning to give opinions, and it's not like we're going to clam up now and take it all to Discord. That really wasn't the plan.
Discord is just so we're available more often. Obviously, we only do 4 live shows a week. With Discord and Patreon, we have Patreon-only live shows at least once a month. We had one Saturday. And Discord is just a way that you guys can ask questions on demand. You don't have to wait for a show, and hopefully we see it in the comment section. You can ask on demand, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible, as well as a lot of the other individuals in there have been bouncing ideas and questions off each other, too.
Let's go back. I mean, I got a 3-month Bitcoin USDT. It's pretty well loaded. It's saying that it hasn't, but I want to show this again. It doesn't have the buys and sells here because I'm not logged in correctly. But we did come off this technometer at 45, which you can see here, 45. Hasn't called great tops, but we've called some of the bottoms, and now we're back down to 41 again. But we've got the OP checking new lows again. So continued selling coming in, while price for now is still holding. So if we had a little bit more down here the next day or two, we're probably going to come down to that 38 level again. So I don't know. Definitely it's scary. If you're long and worried that 63, 6,200 is going to give away, 6,000 is going to give away, I think that's helped, keep everybody out of the markets and waiting. I will go back to the Bitcoin though with the, this is the red line with shorts. Shorts have came off here. I don't know if some of that was tether related, etc. Longs have not chased this though. I mean, longs are way off here. Let's go back to, might make more sense if we go to the daily. And if we look at that, the shorts are back down here where previous tops have started from, but it can go way much lower. And the longs are, the longs haven't came in here at all. So the longs have still a long way to go. And those two together, we did come up here where previous little small tops have formed, but these bigger tops were still higher. So we still have room to run. And I'm still saying, I personally think we're going to try the upside again, and then I'll have to rethink it. So I'm not sure after that. But I'm bullish longer term.
And we got Jet in here. Usually you're in here sooner, but welcome, Jet. But you kind of broke my heart. You said, good thing your hubby is not in cryptos. You're always coming over here asking for a hubby, and now apparently you're already married. My heart's broken, Jet. Do you guys have any questions or charts you want us to take a look at? We've kind of ran through some news articles, some fundamentals, what we're doing or what I'm personally doing for the Bitcoin fork, for the Neo fork, and how some of the charts are looking. Hopefully our API feed is going to have faster data aggregation. So on the live shows coming soon, for all of you who are just tuning in for the first time, we do have a software that has been kicking butt. Unfortunately, we had to switch APIs trying to get it ready for subscription model for you guys to be able to use. And we have to re-aggregate all of that data. And that takes some time and a lot of requests. And that is what's
current. Let's make it clear, because I got trolled again saying still haven't got the software launched and still talking Elliott Wave. But the software was fine for me. We're trying to switch it over now to the subscription version, which means I'm going to keep all the 5-minute data on all the coins. So that's just taking a little bit to get that implemented. And that's where we're at. Otherwise, everyone that's been on the channel has seen it working. So we're looking good moving forward.
And also, just because Todd owns Wyckoff Stock Market Institute doesn't mean that if he's knowledgeable on other trading methods, you shouldn't use them. That is why even I preach, if you've taken the Wyckoff course like others have, you should probably start to dabble a little bit in other methods as well, just to have that basic knowledge and get confirmation of your Wyckoff readings with a little Elliott Wave, with some resistances, or with some shapes, whether it's wedges, triangles, etc. So, having all of that, if you get multiple confirmations and then have some solid fundamentals, that sounds like a good buy opportunity and usually leads to some massive gains.
Well, yeah, let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back here because it's nothing different than we call these pork blasters. Hold on. It's finally came up. I mean, that's a pork blaster, and normally by Elliott wave, would need to be in a fourth wave or a B wave. So, again, I've used Elliott wave more as an ending point where I see where Wyckoff's getting me, and I'm like, okay, Wyckoff's got a sell here. What could it be if you threw Elliott wave on it? That's the only way I'm using Elliott wave. So here, if this is a fourth wave, then this was a fifth wave. It don't count real well like that. But, that could be the end of an impulsive wave. It could be the end of an ABC, so that could have been a major top, which I don't think we're there yet. I didn't really get a sell signal on the software. Or that could be, it could be a 1-2 as I have marked, and this could be the wave 3 gradually subdividing out. So I'm just going to throw Elliott wave on it as I move along with the Wyckoff. So I own the Wyckoff Institute. Obviously, I'm all about Wyckoff. But if you don't have volume from all these exchanges, you might as well not even talk about Wyckoff. And for real, you shouldn't be talking about any technical analysis. So all you guys looking at charts from one exchange, you guys all probably ought to sit down.
Nicholas Sosa says, will be a fork of Neo? ? Yes, we already talked about that. It's called Neo Super is what the rumors are. I warned against it. Apparently, they're looking to create a desktop wallet where they're apparently requesting private keys, and we all know to stay away from those. This is the same kind of scammy thing that happened with XMR about 5 months ago. That ended up being a scam. So this one, I would not be trying to collect a fork of Neo Super. Avoid that.
No.
Fork, no. There you go. Continue, if you own Neo, continue getting that gas dividend.
Bye.
And if you held Neo or bought Neo because of us here, then you also claimed that ONT airdrop, who pays you a dividend and has been doing pretty well as well. So I would be avoiding that, Nicholas. Don't go be putting your private key on any Neo Super fork.
Taj wants me to bring up Go BTC. I saw that a couple times. So, again, I don't have it in the software. Price and volume looks good. You can see volume came in big on these rallies. Could have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a short 5, and then maybe an ABC down, maybe an ABC back up or 5 waves. I mean, I would think if it's really bullish, support now is this 1115 area in through here, 1100. That looks like another 5-wave advance. This looks like a 5-wave advance. So this one might be a good one here on a little further pullback. Worst case, I'd say it comes back down into the 830 level and overlaps this wave 1. So that'd be my thoughts.
Perfect. Outlaw Preacher says, who's the genius who scheduled the Giants versus 49ers for Monday Night Football? Yeah, that is not a great matchup. What do they got? 3 combined wins out of those 2. And that's why I'm not even too worried that I'm sitting here during the game. That's really about all I got, guys. I know there's a lot of new faces in here. Sorry for the audio issues in the beginning. We'll probably cut that out, and hopefully it'll be good to go tomorrow. Make sure to go over to learncrypto.io or take a look in the description below to see everything we offer outside of YouTube. And we try to be your one-stop shop for cryptocurrency, stocks, and all of your investing needs. So feel free to ask questions about commodities, equities, and cryptocurrencies. And that's what we do. Todd is the TA man, the man with the plan, taking us to Lambeau land. And I pride myself on fundamentals, news, and kind of predictions for what is going to happen moving forward in this crypto ecosystem.
That's right, Wogstralian. I mean, the software was working fine. Again, we're just, I was going to the API provider, grabbing the data, throwing on the charting service. Now we're trying to go to our server and grab all that because it's all based on 5-minute data, which is a shitload of data. So I'm just trying to work that out. Gold and silver, I've been long. I think they're still digging in here. I probably think we're still headed higher there. They have came a little deeper recently than what I would have really wanted. But I still think probably they work higher. I'm long American Barrick, and it's coming back a little bit, but still holding in. Later, Tree Man.
We'll see you over in the Discord, Clifford. And that's really about all we got. So thanks for tuning in. We will be back here tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So we will see you there. For everybody in the Patreon and Discord, we'll see you tonight. I'm sure I'll be on there posting a few things for you. And until next time, guys, stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies right here at Learn Crypto.
I'm rich, bitch.
Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button and leave your Horizon Zen wallet address in the comment section below for your chance to win one full Zen currently worth $15.
Peace out.
Peace.
Hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit.
What happened to the...
But you gotta be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.